Hi, so excited to see you again this week. Today is Wednesday, another day for us to learn and be happy and be glad. Thank you very much for always watching Wellness Wednesday, the place where we always talk about healthy eating and lifestyle changes for a vibrant life. You are at the right place because good information is all we need in this world. There are so many things going on, but we need the right information. A lot of information is out there, but we need the right type of information. And this is the place, one of the places we get a lot of good information. All is to help us with our health, and also how to live very well. And so today, you are the right place. Invite someone to be part of this program, and it's always a joy to see you. And thank you always for watching. And remember, Wellness Wednesdays is your greatest wealth on this earth. Apart from salvation, is also your health. It's so important. If you don't have good health, you can't do much. Life is full of so many things. We need strength to navigate through the day, from morning through evening, through the week, through the month, through the year. It's the survival of the fittest, and therefore we need enough energy and strength. That's why it's so important we always pay attention to one important thing in our life, that is our health, by giving our bodies the help that it needs. The right thinking, right mind, right atmosphere, right relationship, right food, right water, good sleep, and positive attitude. They all contribute to a very pleasant and beautiful health in this world. The world has so much, but not everything that offers is good. So let us always seek for the right thing. Thank you always for being with me on this platform. And today we are so excited to continue to learn more important things about what we eat and what we do. And as we always do before we zoom into today's topic, we want to also look at the Word of God, because the Word of God is our strength. It is our everything. And so when you go to the book of Proverbs, chapter 16 and the verse 16, it said something very important, which I want to share with you today before we zoom to today's topic. And it says, how much better it's good to get wisdom than gold. We need wisdom. How much better it is to get wisdom than gold. And also to get understanding than silver. So these are two important things we need in this world when it comes to everything we are doing, including our health and whatever we do, our job, our families, whatever. We need wisdom, we need understanding. And so the Bible entreats us to choose wisdom over gold or money, because what gold does, it cannot be matched with wisdom. Wisdom has so much to offer us. Wisdom in life, wisdom in everything we do. And then also beside wisdom, you get understanding, which is also very powerful. So when you have these two things, wisdom and understanding, you are more than a conqueror. Because we are living in a world where you cannot afford to live anyhow. You need wisdom in everyday life, decision making, friendships, job opportunities, even what to do, where to go, where to live. It's all comes with good wisdom when you have wisdom to decide. And then we need understanding. Life is so complicated. Life is so difficult sometimes to understand. But when the understanding of God is given to you, you will be able to function very well. And so as I've been talking about food contamination, which is all over the place. We also need wisdom again and understanding of how to navigate. Because right now there are bacteria breakouts concerning the food we are eating, especially fresh produce. And therefore, we need to understand how we can take good care of these plants and food that we eat, especially when we get them from the store or the grocery store and we bring them to our home. Let us have wisdom and understanding of how to handle these food products so that we don't contaminate our bodies again and again. And so today we are looking at this important topic, which is how to wash the gentle soak, which is leafy greens. There are different types of food produce. We have the fruits, we have the veggies, and even amongst the veggies, there are all different kinds. So we have the hard ones, we have the softer ones, we have the mushy ones, we have leafy ones. And so today we want to be specific about how to wash leafy greens. We get a lot from leafy greens. Greens are very healthy and very important for the body. And so as we enjoy them, let us also know how to handle them. Because if we don't handle them well, it can be a whole lot of chaos to this body. Therefore, get this wisdom and understanding of handling food, how you can wash them, how you can treat them before it gets into the body. And so today's topic, we are looking how to wash the gentle soak. Some of the food produce are very delicate and very light when it comes to leafy greens, herbs, and so we have to pay attention to them when we are washing, not to underwash them or overwash them, so that we can still maintain the flavor and the freshness of the food that we are cooking or we eat. So we want to think about this today. We want to think about the journey fruits and veggies take to get from the farm to your kitchen. It's a long journey. From the farm, how it is harvested, how it is kept, how it is packaged, how it is distributed, how it is carried in trucks before it gets to the grocery stores. And even when it gets to the grocery stores, they have to store them, they have to keep them, and they have to get them out. And so many hands and so many things go on with these veggies. And therefore, when we get them from the store, that shouldn't be the end. It doesn't matter how fresh or how good they look. You can never see some bacteria with your eyes. And therefore, we need to take care of these food that we eat. So they require a lot of handling, and each step is opportunity for bacteria to attack and spread. You want to wash them very well before you eat, especially knowing very well what is spreading out all over the place. One bacteria can spread to different things. And so we need to pay attention. We need to be careful. We need to be cautious. And if possible, I'll always advise that you don't eat too much fresh food, but rather you can saute them, you can blanch them, you can a little cook them, you can stir fry them. At least you get a little touch of heat before you eat them, because of all the bacteria and other things that goes through. And even naturally, it's always good to make sure you cook your veggies, steam them lightly. You don't also want to overcook them where you destroy all nutrients, but at least a little touch of heat is much better than nothing. And so consider what you buy from the store. When you bring them home, that is not the end. Don't buy things, fruit, especially sometimes you go to the market and you see people just picking strawberries, apples, grapes, and just eating them, which is not safe. Buy them, have time, take them home, and do what is right. Get wisdom to handle these things very well before you eat them. And so we want to continue with what we need when it comes to cleaning our veggies, especially the leafy ones. These are the delicate ones. When it comes to yams, potatoes, and apples, hard food, they have different ways of washing them. But today we want to pay attention to leafy greens, the delicate ones. So what we need in the first place, we need clean water. Clean water is also very important. So be careful of what kind of water you use to wash your veggies. Don't just get any water at all. If it's the tap water, it's okay. And make sure it's in. Also, you need your clean hands, because we wash them with our hands. So whenever you're handling your fruits, your veggies, washing them, make sure your hands are also cleaned, so that you don't contaminate the food produce with more touchings and other things. Also need a bowl, clean bowl, big bowl enough to carry water enough to cover the leaves when we are washing. And then of course we need clean towel and beat it, because after washing them you need to maybe tap dry them a little so that you drain out the water, or we can also use other means to get the water, excess water out after washing. And so we'll learn about that. Also make sure your sink, that's another important thing, your sink, the countertop and the cutting boards are clean so that you don't cross-contaminate. This is very important. Your kitchen sink, basically we do everything in the kitchen sink. We wash our dishes, dirty dishes. We wash sometimes even little rags. We wash our hands. We do a lot of things in the kitchen sink. And so before you use your kitchen sink to wash any veggies or fruits or whatever, make sure your kitchen sink, the outer, the front, the sink, the pipe, the countertops, they are well cleaned. You see, every minute, every second, we are collecting dust everywhere. We are touching, we are holding, we put things, sometimes we put unnecessary things on our countertops and other things. And so these are ways that can contaminate the food. So let us pay attention when it comes to cleaning our veggies. And so sometimes when we go grocery, we don't just buy one thing. Maybe we buy fish, we buy chicken, we buy meat, we buy onions, we buy a whole lot of things. And so when we bring them home, let us sort them out accordingly so that we don't contaminate them. So if you are handling chicken, make sure you do that one, finish clean up. Don't handle chicken and add them to your fruits and no. Or after you, make sure. I always encourage you, deal with the fruits and veggies first before you even go to the chicken and the meat and other things. And make sure they are out of your way, they are well clean, and then you can bring the fish and other things. You don't want to put them all together. And if possible, get different bowls. Get specific bowls where you wash your fruits and veggies, and get different bowls where you wash your fish, your chicken, your meat. You don't really want to use the same bowls for hygienic purposes. So I want to encourage you. These are things we really need to pay attention, especially when we are home. Separate different food items just like this. And even when you are in your freezer, make sure you have a section for your leafy greens, you have a section for your fruits, you have a section for your dairy products, your cheese, and that. Don't just throw anything into the fridge. Make sure you have different sections for every food item, and make sure the fridge or your whatever is clean almost every day, inside, outside. Because every home, we open the fridge about 1,000 times a day. Sometimes with clean hands, with dirty hands, children coming in, out, putting, and so the fridge suffers a lot. So cleaning your fridge, cleaning the inside, the outside, it's so crucial, especially the door, the handle of your fridge, where we touch. Clean them every day with little vinegar. You are good to go, or any cleaning solution, and you are good to go. So let us pay attention to all these little things at home, because they can be a big deal when it comes to our food. And contamination. It can cause a whole lot of things. So let us be aware, let us get that wisdom, let us understand the concept of how to handle different food items at different times using different bowls and different even in your kitchen. I just want to encourage you, your chopping boards, get about 3 or 4 of them. One for one purposely for fish, one for chicken, one for your fruits, one for your veggies. Don't use the same chopping board over and over and over again, and make sure they are all separated. So you have different cutting boards for different things. Fruits different, veggies different, meats different, chicken different. So that at least there will be less contamination. And when you are done, wash them thoroughly. If possible, air dry them. Put them outside for air dry, or you can put them also even in your oven to heat the oven a little, not too much, and just put it there for it to air dry. It really prevents mold and other things from staying on the cutting board, because most cutting boards are wood. And next time I'll show you the best cutting board. It's not the wood, but I'll show you the best cutting board one day. Okay, and so with that said, we want to also zoom again and see how best we can also go about handling things. And then once this is done, we also want to do this. Clean hands, clean bowls, sink, countertops, cutting boards are so separate different items. Yes, these are very important. And then when we come for natural ingredients, always opt for white vinegar. When it comes to washing your fruits, your produce, there are natural ways you can always clean them up. And so I want to encourage you. You can opt for either white vinegar or salt or baking soda. See, these are easy to buy. Good things are easy to get. Good things are not even expensive, and they also cost less, but have powerful cleansing agents safe for our food. Don't just run water on your fruits and veggies, leaves, and go. No, it's not enough, because of all the handling issues and even spraying on them. And so one of the powerful ways to wash them is by using vinegar. Is powerful. According to research and science, it has been proven to be one of the best ways even to handle, to clean your food items. And even for cleaning the home, your kitchen, your countertops, your sink, for refreshment. It has so many benefits. Vinegar or baking soda. These are very common things, but very cheap to get them. Go to Walmart, go to Kroger, go to any store, and you find salt, you find vinegar, you find baking soda. Good for everything. Baking soda has thousands uses. I think one day I'll talk about the thousands uses of baking soda, from cooking to baking to drinking, nourishing, and a whole what have you. So let us enjoy using them. They are powerful, they are very good. And so these have safe cleansing agents safe for our food. People talk about spraying and other things, but you see, you want to eliminate a lot of bacteria, germs from the food. Already the food is contaminated. So by using these natural ingredients, it's better than other things people use out there. Unless, of course, maybe you have something similar to what I'm talking about. Salt, we have white salt, we have pink salt, we have black salt. All these things are good for washing. And we have white vinegar, which is good. And then we have our baking soda, which is also very powerful. And so let us zoom to leafy greens, how we need to wash them. You see, when most leafy greens and herbs Yes, they are delicate and they benefit from a short soak before drying them. Washing the above with just tap water is not safe and it's not effective. As I rightly said before, it needs more cleansing solution so that we can get rid of most, at least if not all, but most of the germs or bacteria that sits on them from our farms. Even if you have it at your backyard, you still have to wash them very well because the air has so many things. And you know, when you plant things, bugs, insects, flies, and what have you, they all settle on them. So these are little things we need to understand when it comes to doing all these things. And so apart from that, we also want to pay attention. So what do we need when it comes to washing? In a big bowl or a bowl big enough, get a bowl big enough to contain more water to cover your greens. When you buy them, bring them home, put them in a bowl, get a big bowl that will get that where you can put enough water. Make sure the water is always above the leaves to cover your greens. Remove before you soak them, to make sure you remove outer leaves and dry ones. For example, if you want to wash your cabbage and all those things, scallions and other things, you know, sometimes you see the outer skins, you see some dead leaves, or make sure you take them. And then even with scallions, sometimes the roots and other things, you want to chop them all off. Make sure you break away all dry leaves and outer leaves, everything. At least it will help you not to stress yourself too much, and cut the bottom also off so that you get a lot of dirt out before you even soak them. And so when you outer leaves and dry ones, and soak the grains with salt. You can use either or salt, water, good amount of salt. At least taste the water and see if it's good enough. And then vinegar also good enough, not over too much, but good enough. And then baking soda also. You see, whenever you put them in the water and you taste it, you feel it. And so if you don't feel it too much, that means it's not enough. So make sure whatever, don't overuse. You can use it little by little and soak them in this solution for about 10 minutes, and then you get them out. One thing I want to tell my viewers is that when you are washing, don't pour the water. Make sure you take the leaves or the things out of the water, because after you take them out, when you take them out one individual, you see that the dirt really settles under. But when you pour, you are still adding more dirt to your produce. So make sure you release them little by little. And once you are done, you can also do this. Soak them again in plain water. So after the first wash, that is not enough. After the first wash, and then you get another plain water. Take them out, throw the dirty water away, and rinse the bowl, and put in fresh more water and add the leaves again into. And so that again to remove excess taste of the cleansing solution. And then once clean, you can also use a salad spinner, can help remove excess water before storing them. Either you take them out and dab them with clean towel, just like I said before, with clean towel, or you can put them in a salad spinner and or a sieve, even a strainer, so that the excess water comes out. And then get your clean plastic bags. Get clean plastic bags, not grocery bags. Clean, clear plastic bags where you can store the zip lockers, and then you lock them. And so make sure these things, you get them every 3 days, you get fresh ones. You know, sometimes when you wash them and put them there for too long, 1 week, 2 weeks, it begins to turn black and other things. So you want to wash them little by little. If you need them for 2-3 days, you wash them after you do the same thing. And so eating healthy is not very easy. It's intentional, it is demanding, It is time consuming, but remember, the aftermath is worth it. If you don't have time to take care of your body, you will have time to be sick. Some things we cannot avoid it, but some things we can also work on it. Sickness can hit you at any time, but sometimes there are little things we can also do to safeguard us. So let us learn new ways of doing things. Let us learn new methods of cooking. Let us learn good things to eat, to use for the body. There are so many information. I'll get the right one. And so this afternoon, I'm very happy to share with you this little information about washing of our leaves, how to wash the gentle soap for leafy greens, especially our herbs, the delicate ones, which are herbs like rosemary and all the other things. You can bay leaves, parsley, uh, and a whole lot. Oregano leaves, all these things, make sure they are washed. Don't just grab them and cook with them. No, especially when you are consuming them raw. Raw, you have to be very careful. So I want to thank you very much for today, for how far we have come, and I'm grateful, and I believe you have learned something good today, as I have also learned something. And so before I end this program, I want to thank you all very much for watching, and you can always send comments, and you can also visit my Maggie's Wellness Corner. Thank you, and I know the Lord will be with you. Almost we are at the end of another month, which is the month of July. We are heading to August, and may the Lord be with you, preserve, protect you and your family, and have wisdom. Get wisdom, understand, choose them over every other thing. Because with wisdom, with knowledge, with understanding, you'll be able to do so many things. May the Lord be with you, and it's always a joy to see you. Bye, and you have a good evening. Until I meet you again next week. Bye-bye.